Today we're looking at a 14-bedroom HMO that we are doing a conversion from a commercial building into the residential sui generis. So as we look at this property and we go into it, we'll be telling you all the challenges that we've had to get to this starting point of starting to strip it out. But as you can see, with regards to the building, we've got everything all the way from this side all the way to the back there. And we've just started stripping out the actual property so we can start getting all the wall coverings off, all the structural works done. So we're going to be walking through that all today. But let's jump inside and start having a look at this current building and see how it looks and also what it's actually going to be transferred to. Okay, so currently at the moment, this is the entrance of the building, the original entrance. What we're standing in here currently at the moment will be the bin house doors. We're changing a lot of the actual aesthetics of the building externally with regards to where the front door is. And we'll be doing that in the center of the actual building. And as we go through the project and you follow along, you'll be able to see the progress of that. What we have started doing in parts of the building is just kind of getting on with what we have at the moment. We're still waiting on, at this point, all the structural joins for what we need to do structural changes, which you should really see that in the next couple of days. So we can get started on all the structural works. In the meantime, we start taking off wall coverings where wall coverings need to, making up openings where we know that have to be made as well, and getting ready for all the structural alternatives from there. So the hallway that we're standing in currently in the moment, this is where the actual new entrance of the building is going to be. So this will be an entrance hall coming straight through, and the stairs are actually in the center of the building at the moment. We've got a structural wall just here to my left, and we've also got a structural here or wall to my right as well. We're trying to keep those structural walls and not change them. That way it keeps costs down, but also keeping within the original grounds of the building. This is currently 2 floors at the moment, and we're going to be adding a 3rd floor on the building. So the building size at the present moment is about 2,000 square feet, and we're going to be adding another 1,000 square feet to the actual building. So each floor at the moment is 1,000 square feet. So the 3rd floor, we'll be doing that with a roof terrace as well. So where I'm standing at the moment, this is obviously going to be part of one of the bedrooms that we're actually going to be converting into at the moment. So I'll share the plans as we go through this video so you can see a little bit more in depth of what we're doing. We bought this building about just over 18 months ago, and we bought it cash. We got it for a really good price. We didn't get subject to planning, and that's the reason why we got it for the price that we did. And we actually had a lot of challenges with the planning process where it was meant to go through straight away, and we had to end up in an appeal, and that appeal took about 9 months. So it's delayed us quite considerably. So we would have actually liked to have this built out and finished and rented for at least 6 months. But unfortunately, we're in the stage where we've had to just kind of wait it out and get those challenges done. We've had to go through a full appeal process, which actually, at the end of the day, yes, it was a challenge, but it's been worth it to get the result that we want to and get the rooms that we want to in here. So even though we had a lot of challenges throughout this project to get to this point, as I said, we're able to now get 14 bedrooms, all en suite on it. We've got the smallest bedroom at 10.22 square meters, excluding the ensuite, which is an additional 2 square meters for the smallest bedroom. So in total, 12 square meters if you include the ensuite. The largest bedroom itself is going to be 17 square meters, excluding the actual ensuite, which that's going to be about 4 square meters. That kind of room, we kind of expect to get about £160 per week per room minimum on all these bedrooms. The larger bedrooms will probably get closer to the £200 per week per room, but we've done all our numbers at a very conservative £160 per week per room, which we're really happy with. Our tenant profile that we're actually going to get is a professional working class. We're actually targeting more the white collar managerial staff in here. That's what we're trying to target and set the bar for HMOs in the actual area. What we tend to find is a lot of people in HMOs, and when they're doing it, they tend to go produce a really good product and they ask for the same money for it. What we found in our market and the type of tenant profile that we do is we look to set the bar for a higher spec HMO, targeting a specific dynamic of tenant profile and commanding a higher rent for there. This really comes down to the quality and the amenities that come into the actual HMOs, and it comes down to experience. We've done over 400 rooms in this actual area itself, so we're very experienced, know our tenant profile, and because we're one of the biggest landlords in the actual area, therefore we can kind of pivot and change the market how we see fit. So currently at the moment, we are to the left of the stairs of where I was standing just previously before. This is actually going to be a cycle storeroom, and we're going to be having a washing machine room just underneath the stairs. We've got quite a big stair cupboard underneath there. So we'll put 4 washing machines and 4 dryers under there, vent it as well so it's all ventilated out as well from there. This obviously we have a partition wall brought up there, and we'll have bedroom number 2 just behind the camera, and we'll have bedroom number 1 just to the left of it itself. So on the ground floor as well, we've also got the first kitchen. So we've put 2 kitchens in here. So we've got 2 kitchens that total up to 50 square meters in size in total, with a kitchen communal on the ground and a large kitchen communal on the top, with a roof terrace that is around about 20 square meters in total for that roof terrace. We want some outdoor space because this doesn't actually have some currently at the moment. This previously was offices, and obviously all the building itself at the moment doesn't have any outdoor space. So what we wanted to do is create that in some way, and by getting the 3 additional rooms on the top floor, that way we were able to utilize that and make a roof terrace out there, which we'll discuss further on as we get in the build from there. So coming upstairs, this is on the 1st floor currently at the moment. We're right in the center of the property. As I mentioned before, we've got a structural wall over here and a structural wall over here. These are very thick walls. They're probably about 1 foot wide each. And what we want to do is actually keep them in there. We're not making many changes with them. It's just more towards that side of the property. And if we are, we're only taking out a little bit to put steels in and make sure we've got the structural support. What we will be doing though is the stairs will carry on up this way to the 3rd floor. What we still have to do is make sure that we lower all the floors in this area, so we can make sure that we get the right height up in the roof above. But what we have to do is also look at replacing the roof as well, because we're going to have the roof's not bad condition, but it's also not a great condition, because we're doing a lot of structural work up there with regards to the rafters and obviously all the ceiling joists, etc. We need to make sure that it's structurally sound, following everything from the structural drawings as well. Let's take a look at what we've been doing. We've been stripping out here. A lot of it's pretty much done. We've still got more downstairs. So this at the moment's all opened up. We had some partitions, walls up over there itself, so we've opened it all up so we can actually create 3 large bedrooms here. This is going to be the bedroom width that's going to be 17 square meters plus the 4 square meter ensuite. And in the center of here, we're going to have a nice 12 square meter actual bedroom with a 2.5 square meter ensuite. And then on this side, we're going to have I think it's a 14 bed, we're going to have 14 square meters. So 14 square meters with a 2.5 square meter ensuite just over there. So this will work out really nicely. Obviously what we're doing is we're doing like a very boutique kind of style. We've actually hired in a phenomenal interior designer that's kind of looked at the space with us, and also looking at decoration with specific bedrooms. So different bedrooms have different decoration, etc. But keeping it very simple for maintenance as well further down the line. What a lot of people do with HMOs is they put these fancy walls and all this sort of stuff, but when it comes to maintenance, it's an absolute nightmare. So you want to look at paint colors and getting a similar sort of effect. What we've tried to do is kind of a gentleman's club kind of feel, with also boutique kind of boutique hotel feel as well. And I really think with the designs that we've got coming, I'm excited to actually get this implemented and moving forward. So we're on the other side of the actual property currently at the moment. We're going to have 2 bedrooms over here, pretty much split in the middle. We've got the chimney to go out from the top all the way down to the ground floor just over there. And this allows us to kind of get the extra bedrooms that we want to, and we've got a bedroom to the left of us here as well. This is the structural wall, so we're going to have to put some steels in here. That's not a problem, we can do that. It's just pretty much making sure we put the strength back in the building. But what you'll notice as well, we've actually been able to utilize this building as storage as well, just in the meantime, so we didn't actually have it as dead space. Obviously, we've got a construction company where we're able to kind of execute these builds for ourselves and also clients that we do, which makes things a lot easier. And since we've done that, actually things have been a lot more streamlined. It's probably one of the best things we've ever done. But obviously with things sometimes we need to order stock, etc. And we've just been able to utilize this in a better manner as well. So moving forward with what's happening in this section, this is just to the right of that property there, sorry, that part of the property. We have the original kitchen in here, so this was a kitchen for everyone, office staff, etc. This whole wall's got to actually come down, and so does this wall as well. We're going to have a bedroom coming down here and a bedroom going down there. But what's going to happen above this, so we have to obviously, we've got a flat roof above here, so we have to obviously reinforce that with new floor joists, put a new flat roof on it. And then we need to raise the roof as well. We need to raise it slightly because that's where we're going to have the actual roof terrace. So we've spoken it very cleverly with a couple of people that we know that have really got a lot of experience in the area and done that previously before. And the key thing for us is trying to get the water off that roof so we don't actually have anything going on the roof terrace. So there's a couple of different designs which I won't speak about now, but if you hit that subscribe button, you can follow us during the build as we get on with this. As you can see, I'm really excited to kind of get this one started. We've already started stripping out. We've still got a lot more to do. Right there, we've only been in this a couple of days now, but the key thing really for us is moving this forward as quickly as possible. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, and listen, if you do want to get involved with any of our projects, but you want to be completely hands-off, we do offer up to 12% per annum on your capital per year. We've got a private investor in here that's actually that's come on board. That way we didn't actually have to get involved with bridging companies or anything like that. So even though we can get the funds from the banks directly, we're actually open to private investment because it works a lot better. We get to pay people a better return than the money actually sits in the bank. So the total capital outlay for this building, including the actual refurb costs and the purchase price, is just going to be over, so is about 550,000. So we've got a lot of capital in there that we're going to be putting into the building. However, the value that we're going to be adding to the building from a gross development value is going to be far outweigh that £500,000. So for us, it's a no-brainer. It's a nice cash flowing property it's going to be, and also giving 14 rooms to 14 people in the area that we can give high quality properties for. Now just remember, if you are doing HMOs, you have to make sure that you supply to demand. If you're doing social housing, you wouldn't do your HMOs to a high spec like this, but what you would want to do is make sure you're providing a good quality home for the tenants in mind. Thanks very much for watching. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you do want to get involved with us, then simply head to the link in the description below, and you can book in a call directly with myself or one of my team. You can see if you can actually get involved with us and whether you qualify. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.